has dawned upon your person, with a profound and sobering clarity, that the physical separation which currently defines their relationship with you is, in their heart of hearts, a direct consequence of their own personal failings. This realization has not come gently, it has crashed upon them like a tidal wave, leaving behind a landscape of raw regret and aching sorrow. They are consumed by the weight of their perceived inadequacies, feeling as though they have, through their own inaction and perhaps even unconscious negligence, inflicted a deep and lasting pain upon you. This guilt is not a fleeting emotion, a momentary pang of conscience. It has settled within them, heavy and persistent, like a stone lodged in the very core of their being. It is a constant companion, a shadow that follows them through every waking moment, a relentless reminder of the hurt they believe they have caused you. This burden is almost unbearable, a crushing weight that threatens to overwhelm them at times. They replay past events in their mind, searching for moments where they could have acted differently, where they could have spoken more truthfully, where they could have shown you the depth of their care. Each memory, instead of offering solace, only seems to amplify the sting of their regret. However, amidst this ocean of remorse, there exists another, equally profound, awareness. It is the awareness of a deep-seated and powerful truth, a truth that they suspect you may not even be fully cognizant of. It is the truth of the intense and passionate feelings that they harbor for you, feelings that go beyond mere affection or casual fondness. These are feelings that resonate within the very depths of their soul, feelings that have the power to both elevate and consume. This knowledge, while a source of comfort in some ways, also troubles them deeply, gnawing at their conscience and creating a complex internal conflict. They understand, with a clarity that is both painful and illuminating, that this potential unawareness on your part is likely a direct result of their own reticence, their own failure to be open and vulnerable with you in the past. They have, for reasons that now seem both foolish and self-defeating, kept their emotions carefully hidden, locked away behind a wall of self-protection and perhaps even a misguided attempt to maintain some semblance of control. This self-imposed secrecy has, they now recognize, erected a formidable barrier between you, a barrier that has prevented the free flow of love and understanding that should have characterized your connection. At this present moment, consumed by regret and longing, their heart's most fervent desire, their deepest and most urgent yearning, is to reach out to you, to bridge the gap that they themselves have created, and to offer you a sincere and heartfelt apology. They crave the opportunity to make amends, to atone for the pain they believe they have caused, and to begin the arduous but essential process of rebuilding what they fear they have damaged. They long to express the depth of their remorse, hoping to convey the profound sorrow they feel for causing any trust issues or giving you any unnecessary excuses. They yearn, with an intensity that borders on desperation, for your forgiveness. They understand that forgiveness is not easily granted, that it requires a willingness to look beyond the hurt and to see the potential for healing and reconciliation. But they cling to the hope that you, in your capacity for understanding and compassion, will find it within your heart to grant them this precious gift. They pray that you will see the sincerity of their contrition and the depth of their commitment to mending the rift that has formed between you, a rift that they now perceive as a chasm that threatens to swallow them whole. They are acutely aware that their actions, or rather their inaction, have placed a significant strain on your relationship, creating a tension and unease that casts a shadow over everything you once shared. They desperately wish to rectify this situation, to restore the harmony and balance that has been disrupted by their own shortcomings. They replay in their mind the moments when they failed you, the opportunities they missed, and the words they left unspoken. Each recollection serves as a painful reminder of the work that lies ahead, the work of rebuilding trust and forging a new path forward. They have, in moments of painful self-reflection, cringed at the memory of how rudely and arrogantly they responded to your texts or calls, those precious attempts at connection that they so carelessly dismissed. They are haunted by the echo of their own harsh words, their dismissive attitude, and the coldness they projected when warmth and tenderness were what was truly needed. This behavior, they now understand, stands in stark and shameful contrast to your own consistent behavior, your unwavering kindness, and your boundless understanding. You, on the other hand, have always treated them with a gentleness that has been a balm to their soul, with a love that has been a constant source of strength, and with an empathy that has touched them deeply. Your kindness and understanding have been a constant, a beacon of light in their life, a steady flame that has guided them through moments of darkness and uncertainty. They now see your patience not as a weakness to be exploited, but as a profound strength, a testament to the depth of your character and the unwavering nature of your love. The full weight of their mistakes began to dawn upon them with a new and startling clarity when they made the difficult but ultimately necessary decision to isolate themselves from the toxic people who had, for too long, surrounded them. It was a decision that required a great deal of courage, a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths, and a commitment to personal growth that they had previously shied away from. It was a painful process of shedding old patterns and breaking free from negative influences, a process that forced them to look inward and confront aspects of themselves that they had long tried to ignore. You, perhaps without even fully realizing the extent of your influence, played a significant role in this transformative journey. You helped them connect with their higher self, that inner voice of wisdom and intuition that had been silenced by the noise of the world. You guided them, with gentle encouragement and unwavering support, towards a path of self-discovery, a path that led them to a deeper understanding of their own true nature and their place in the universe. This connection with their higher self has been a truly transformative experience, a spiritual awakening that has opened their eyes to a new way of being. This awakening has helped them raise their consciousness, expanding their awareness and deepening their understanding of their own actions, their own feelings, and their own motivations. They have begun to see the world from a completely different perspective, with a newfound clarity and a sense of interconnectedness that was previously absent. They have gained a deeper understanding of themselves, their relationships, and the intricate web of connections that binds all of humanity together. They are now more attuned to the subtle nuances of human interaction, more sensitive to the emotions of others, and more committed to living a life of authenticity and integrity. They are now filled with a profound sense of responsibility, a burning desire to make amends and to rebuild the trust that was so carelessly lost. They understand that their actions have created a rift, a painful separation that has wounded both of you, and they are determined to heal that wound and to restore the bond that you once shared. They are consumed by regret for their past actions, recognizing the pain they have caused and the opportunities they have squandered, and they are now completely and utterly dedicated to making things right, no matter the cost or the effort required. Your person is now embarked on a journey of profound self-discovery and significant personal growth. They have come to a deep and humbling realization of their past mistakes, acknowledging the ways in which they have fallen short and the pain they have inflicted. They are now filled with a renewed sense of purpose, a burning desire to evolve and to become a better version of themselves. They value your relationship with a depth and sincerity that words can scarcely express, and they are willing to go to great lengths, to make any sacrifice, and to endure any hardship in order to mend the damage that has been done and to restore the connection that you once shared. They are overwhelmed with gratitude for your understanding and your patience, those qualities that have sustained them even in their darkest moments and that have given them the strength to persevere. They cling to the hope that you will allow them the opportunity to rebuild the trust that was so carelessly lost, to demonstrate the sincerity of their transformation, and to prove that they are worthy of your love and your forgiveness. They are committed to becoming a better person, not just for you, but for themselves as well, recognizing that true and lasting love can only flourish in an environment of mutual respect, honesty, and personal growth. They understand that this journey will be challenging, that it will require courage, perseverance, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. But they are ready to face this challenge head-on, with you by their side, drawing strength from your presence and inspired by your unwavering belief in the power of love and redemption. They place their hope, their heart, and their future in your hands, praying that you will accept their apology and give them a chance to prove the depth of their sincerity and the transformative power of their love. They are ready, finally, to open up to you completely, to share their innermost feelings, their deepest fears, and their most cherished dreams. They are ready to tear down the walls that they have erected around their heart, to be vulnerable and authentic, and to build a stronger, more meaningful, and more enduring relationship with you, a relationship built on the solid foundation of honesty, trust, and mutual respect. They are ready to embrace a future filled with love, joy, and shared purpose. They are ready, are you? I understand that you may find it difficult, perhaps even impossible, to believe in the sincerity of my words, given the history that we share and the pain that I have caused. But I assure you, with every fiber of my being, that my actions, however misguided they may have been, are ultimately driven by a desire to protect you, to shield you from harm, and to ensure your well-being. This is not a hollow excuse or a feeble attempt to justify my behavior, it is the deepest truth of my heart. There are, unfortunately, people in our lives, and in the world at large, who, upon witnessing our happiness together, may feel a pang of jealousy, a twinge of envy, or even a more malevolent desire to disrupt our joy. It is a harsh and often painful reality of life that not everyone rejoices in the happiness of others, that some individuals find satisfaction in the misfortunes of those around them. To shield you from any potential negativity, from any harmful intentions, or from any undue suffering, I have, perhaps mistakenly, chosen to maintain a certain distance, to create a buffer between us and the outside world. This distance, I must emphasize with all the force and clarity I can muster, is not, and never has been, a reflection of any lack of affection on my part. Quite the contrary, it is a testament to the depth and intensity of my feelings for you, a measure of the great lengths to which I am willing to go to safeguard your heart and your happiness. It is a sacrifice, a painful one, that I have made in the hope of ensuring that our love can flourish without being tainted by the negativity of others. I am using this time apart, this period of separation, to engage in a process of profound self-reflection and significant personal growth. I am working tirelessly, with a renewed sense of purpose and a burning determination, to fix everything that needs fixing, to straighten out the wrinkles that have formed over time, and to create a smooth and unobstructed path for us, a path that leads to a future where we can be together, free from the shadows of the past and the anxieties of the present. I am acutely aware that my silence, my seeming absence, may be causing you some distress, that it may be raising questions in your mind and stirring up feelings of uncertainty and doubt. It is only natural for you to question my intentions, to wonder about the true state of my heart, and to seek reassurance in the face of such prolonged silence. You may be wondering if I truly desire this connection, if my feelings for you are as strong and as deep as yours are for me, and if I am truly committed to building a future with you. I understand your concerns, and I want to put them to rest, to alleviate your fears, and to reassure you of the unwavering nature of my love. Let me assure you, my dear, that every significant change I am making in my life, every decision I am taking, and every step I am taking, is imbued with a clear and unwavering purpose, and that purpose, that ultimate goal, is to build a future with you, a future where our love can thrive and our souls can intertwine. I am not thinking about a fleeting moment of passion, a temporary arrangement, or a casual connection. I am talking about a long-term commitment, a lifelong relationship, a bond that will endure through the trials and tribulations of life, and a love that will only grow stronger with each passing year. I am talking about marriage, my beloved, a sacred union of two souls who are destined to be together, a partnership built on the solid foundation of love, trust, and mutual respect. I know that you are feeling sad, perhaps even betrayed, because you believe that I should have fought for us more fiercely in the past, that I should have been more courageous in the face of adversity, and that I should have been more willing to risk everything for the sake of our love. I understand where you are coming from. I understand the pain of feeling that your love was not valued, that your heart was not cherished, and that your worth was not recognized. Looking back, I too wish, with a profound and aching regret, that I had been braver, that I had acted with more conviction, and that I had been more willing to defy the odds for the sake of our connection. But the truth, as I must confess with a humility that comes from deep self-reflection, is that I was scared. The unknown, the uncertainty of the future, and the potential for failure frightened me, paralyzed me, and held me back from taking the leap of faith that our love deserved. I was unsure of what lay ahead, unsure of my own ability to navigate the challenges that life might throw our way, and that fear, that insidious and debilitating fear, held me captive, preventing me from fully embracing the love that was offered to me. In a misguided attempt to fill the void that was created by this fear, to numb the pain of my own uncertainty, and to distract myself from the longing in my heart, I turned to materialistic pleasures, to fleeting moments of gratification, and to superficial connections. I thought, in my folly, that these temporary distractions could replace the deep and abiding feelings of love and passion that I had for you, that they could somehow compensate for the absence of your presence in my life. But I was wrong, so profoundly and devastatingly wrong. Materialistic pleasures are fleeting, ephemeral, and ultimately unsatisfying. They provide momentary happiness, a brief respite from the emptiness within, but they do not have the power to nourish the soul, to heal a broken heart, or to fill the longing for true and lasting connection. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can compare to the profound and sacred connection that we share, a connection that transcends the physical realm and touches the very essence of our being. It is a connection that goes beyond the superficialities of the material world, beyond the fleeting pleasures of the senses, and beyond the temporary distractions that life throws our way. It is a spiritual connection, a magical bond, and a deeply satisfying union of two souls who are destined to be together. It is a connection that brings a sense of peace to my mind, a feeling of joy to my heart, and a profound sense of purpose to my life. It is a connection that I treasure and cherish above all else, a connection that I am committed to strengthening and deepening with each passing day, and a connection that I believe is worth fighting for, worth sacrificing for, and worth waiting for. As we move forward in our journey of love, as we navigate the complexities of life and the challenges that lie ahead, I ask for your patience, your understanding, and your unwavering belief in the power of our connection. I promise you, with all the sincerity and conviction I possess, that every step I am taking, every decision I am making, and every sacrifice I am willing to make is leading us towards a beautiful future together, a future where there is no room for fear, only love, a future where there are no shadows of doubt, only the bright light of hope, and a future where we are not just two individuals sharing a life, but two souls intertwined in an eternal bond of love, a bond that will never be broken, and a love that will never fade. It is a future that is worth every bit of the weight and every ounce of the effort that we are putting in now, a future that is more precious than anything this world has to offer. Your partner is currently experiencing a state of significant emotional turmoil, a complex and often conflicting mix of fear and sadness that weighs heavily upon their heart and clouds their thoughts. This is not a superficial or transient feeling, it is a profound and deeply rooted emotional experience that is shaping their perceptions and influencing their actions. The fear stems from a place of vulnerability, a place of deep concern that their past misbehavior, their previous shortcomings, and their past mistakes might ultimately lead to your rejection, the very outcome they dread more than anything else in the world. This fear is not a fleeting worry, a momentary hesitation, or a passing concern. It is a deep-seated fear, a gnawing anxiety that permeates their thoughts and casts a long shadow over their heart. The mere thought of you rejecting them, of you turning away from them, of you deciding that they are not worthy of your love, is enough to shatter their heart into a million pieces, to leave them feeling utterly devastated and completely lost. They are afraid, not just of losing you as a partner, but of losing a part of themselves, a part of their identity, a part of their very soul that has become so inextricably intertwined with you, so deeply connected to your presence in their life.